Hello, guys, and welcome to our experiment right here, right now. Me, Silent, and Fireball have been talking about doing a podcast, and this is an
Yellow.
example. And this is an example of how we're gonna do it. We don't have much of topics because we haven't thought about this. We just said we're gonna do it on the spot. But yeah, how are you guys doing today?
Pretty tired. We're tired. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good since it's 1 a.m. and I have like a whole dinner in front of me.
All you do is eat, man. How do you eat so much and just not get so much weight?
Hey man, the trick is to eat more.
Man, I wish that would work. I really wish that works. Cause like I eat nothing and I just get fat. So like, what do you do?
That's your problem. You eat nothing.
Well,
Oh my god. So all my life I've been living a lie. You eat less and you get fat, but you eat more, you get skinny. God.
Oh yeah, man. This is what is it? What year is it? 2021. Come on now.
You gotta learn how it gets done. Gotta learn how it's done. So it's funny how so it's interesting because today we all hung out in person today, and we all actually had McDonald's. And so we're in the car laughing and vibing, and so Fireball decides out of nowhere he's gonna get a crispy chicken, 2 Mac chickens, and a Happy Meal.
just to get the,
Hey man.
In the front.
I was hungry.
And no, the funniest thing is you didn't even get the Happy Meal just for the food. You got the Happy Meal for the Pokemon cards.
exactly.
I deserve some respect for that. All right.
No. I respect it. I respect
Like
it.
I would gladly run up to the cashier if they didn't give it to me, like a fucking child, and be like, "Where's my Pokemon cards?"
Oh my god.
My mask literally says "fuck this virus," so I would literally run up there like a child and be like, "Where's my?" In a kid voice. Where's my Pokemon cards?
I want a Pikachu now, please.
Please. Well, I actually got Pikachu.
Did you really?
Yeah, but it's not shiny. But I got Pikachu.
I mean, it doesn't matter if it's shiny. I mean, like, it's the same thing. You see a Pikachu and see a shiny Pikachu, you won't know which is which.
Hey man, some people got lucky. AKA Maguro got lucky.
I wish I had a girl.
Nah, man.
Out of that topic.
Out of that topic, real quick, before we say things that are not supposed to be said. So yeah, what are some games y'all are interested in that are coming out or y'all been playing lately?
Oh, okay. So this month, it's what month is it? March. On
It's
the
March,
26th, Monster Hunter Rise is gonna come out, and that's a game. Since I'm not a very big Monster Hunter fan, but I really enjoy the game. It's gonna be like my top priority to get the Switch bundle, like the Switch itself and the game on the 26th.
What Silent?
I said, what's it about, anyways? Is it not like the same?
So it's about a hunter. You're a hunter, and there's very big monsters that you hunt down. And while you hunt them down, you get the resources, and you can build their weapons, and armor. And also you can use them for I guess that's it. Yeah, just weapons and armor. But it's a very big variation of what you can do. Like there's different builds and the different abilities.
Yeah.
That it just makes the whole game great.
So
It says there's such a diversity in class and builds you can do with the armor.
So is it the same thing as the one in the PS4, or what?
The same as what?
Like the PS4, like, cause I thought about getting the game as well, and honestly, I was like, having second thoughts about it because I don't know what's it about.
Wait, all Monster Hunters are the same almost.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it's
they're
just-
generally the same. Just some have new monsters, some new have new weapons, different kind of story, I guess. But it's generally the same.
yeah.
Yeah, cause I thought about buying it. I mean, right now it's like $20 only, which is really cheap for it. So, and I keep thinking about it. Like, should I buy this game just for the hell of it?
Have you dreamt about it?
I mean, sometimes.
I mean, if you dream about a game, you should probably consider getting it. I mean, if it bothers you keeping you awake at night, do it, man. YOLO.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm seeing it right now. Wait, hold on, I gotta pull it up. Come on.
Okay. So, well, he's in with that. For me, later down the line, because like there's some games close on, but I'm talking like way in the future, dude. I don't know how many times I mentioned this, but they confirmed Pokemon remakes of Diamond and Pearl, and I was popped off happy. Like,
Are they?
yeah,
Are they actually like?
yeah, they're making a remake for those games, and they're also making another game later on, like I think early next year, for like the technical prequel to it, where like they're in like ancient times of where that region was starting to be made. The gameplay style is kind of like Genshin Impact and Breath of the Wild, where it's like an open world, and so it looks sick, and like it just Pokemon fans are popping off for that one. It just looks so good. Like, I'm excited. That is literally $120 from Nintendo that they have for me right there, just right there. Dude, I'm like, I love Pokemon. Like, y'all know this. Y'all discussed this. I have not thought about buying a Happy Meal for Pokemon cards yet, but I love Pokemon. It's one of my favorite franchises, and I'm a diehard Pokemon fan, even though there are some choices, sadly, that they don't make right. I still respect and love, so it's just what it is of being a fan. So I relate to Braylon wanting to buy a Switch just to get Monster Hunters and all that. I understand.
Also, Smash Bros. I really want to get Smash Bros. But the fact that you said Genshin Impact is like the new the Pokemon game is gonna be the remake, right?
Okay, so the remake of those games are actually in a chibi style, but the ones that is based off the region, but in the past of it is going to be like open world, and it looks like how it would be in Breath of the Wild and Genshin Impact, where it's open world. You can apparently roll, and I was like, you can roll in a Pokemon game? Like that alone just had me like flipping off. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you saying it's gonna be like a Genshin Impact game. I'm already invested.
Well, it's Genshin Impact in like the open world aspect. We don't know much. Yeah. So like that alone is good.
They're probably still gonna play the same role as like taking turns of attacking and such, right?
Yeah, it's kind of, and also that you can like in the wild legit see a Pokemon and be like, I want it, throw a ball, boom. Which it's interestingly done how they're doing it. As long as I can get my monkey boy, I'm fine.
Monkey Boy.
Yeah, Chimchar, the one I kept telling you about earlier.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Like that's the generation he's actually in, so he will be in the game.
I respect that, actually.
I do like because earlier how I kept saying, hey, if you get Chimchar, you can have the Pokemon card like legit. Chimchar is probably my favorite starter, and I'm gonna be bold enough and say he's my favorite Pokemon of all time, probably. Like I'm that bold with it. If not starter all time Pokemon. But yeah, I'm sorry. Silent, what game are you excited for like later down the road?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, for me, any like I know I said, I'm working for Outriders.
Mm-hmm.
Like the demo. But I mean, I don't know. Besides that game, I don't know what other. Cause I mean, I honestly I don't think there's many coming out, or I mean, sort of, I guess. But I mean, besides every other game for Outriders, honestly, if I'm being honest, 'cause I mean, we've already put the demo and it looks pretty damn good. I mean, you know, obviously they need a bug fixes, obviously, but for a demo right now, oh yeah, dude, that's like freaking awesome.
Silent, on my end, you keep cutting off a lot. Is he cutting off for you, Fireball?
Yeah, he's cutting off quite a bit.
Well, it's part of my internet connection.
No, I'm just saying. I was wondering if it was like a problem or something. I don't know, man. I was not trying to break your ankles or anything. Right? I'm just trying to be peaceful.
Sure.
I would never try to break your ankles. I swear.
But
Breaks him ankles immediately.
No. I'd break your kneecaps, not your ankles. Not your ankles. Two different things.
I mean, then who's gonna take it to the mall, man?
Let's not talk about the mall anytime soon. Let's be real.
Why?
Reasons.
Facts.
Yeah. But what's it called?
Sure.
So besides games, are there like any movies you're excited for to watch or see anytime soon that's coming up?
Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah,
Kong
everyone's
versus-
just waiting for that one.
Godzilla.
Monkey versus lizard?
Yeah, monkey versus lizard.
Bro, honestly, I don't care what anyone says. Like, I know who's gonna win the fight, but I want Kong to win.
Okay.
Oh, you think Godzilla's gonna win?
I honestly think Godzilla's gonna win.
My guy, have you seen Kong lose to Lizard?
Have you seen Lizard lose to Kong?
Yeah.
Smash Bros doesn't count.
No. If you remember in the movies, Kong beats them lizards.
Okay, well, let's be real. Name there was a Kong movie.
I'm sorry.
Well,
You cut out.
Name the last time there was a Kong movie.
2007 or 2009, actually.
and soon it's
Okay.
gonna be on that day.
Actually,
Okay.
there's a movie. Well, not a movie, but a show. It came out like 2015, 16, 18.
No one counts the shows to anything about Godzilla versus Kong or anything. Like, you're not gonna watch the show about a movie.
I mean,
We're not talking about Scarlet Witch though. That's different.
wait, what?
That is a show.
Yeah, I know, but it's from a universe of a bunch of movies.
Wait, okay. I'm real question.
Hmm.
Silent, have you seen WandaVision?
He's not seen it yet. He's only up to episode 2.
Jeez, we could have had a whole conversation about
We
that.
could have had a whole conversation with that.
I know, but here's the thing. I didn't pay for it, okay? So,
Man's forgot to pay.
no. I just didn't want to pay again. So
Felt.
probably after we're done here, I'll probably watch it, like from the beginning and everything. But I mean, I know what's gonna happen. I've seen spoilers because people don't want to stop.
I mean, it's so good, of course. Why would anyone want to stop?
No, I mean, well, yeah, but yeah, I know who comes into the show. Special guest from the movie or from an alternate universe, and yeah.
Yeah, that scene though, that scene had me like, wait a minute. And the line that came with it too was even more amazing. I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'm just saying, like, You'll laugh when you get to that scene. You really will.
I think I know where.
I think Fireball.
I think I know what it is. I just don't. I'm not sure, so I'm not saying it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it either. Just in case people watching the podcast don't want to deal with spoilers.
True.
True.
So here's what spoiler is. Michael Keaton, Batman. He dies.
Whoa, Batman dies in a Marvel movie? No way.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Okay, so, alright. So, I don't know if this happened to y'all or not, but one of my ex's parents, like, she thought that Batman was in Marvel and the X-Men were DC. She was telling me, like, yeah, I love Batman, and isn't he in Marvel? I was looking at my ex at the time, like, is your mom stupid?
Wait, actually, talking about that, you said DC and Marvel.
Yeah.
Just through like before I even talked to you guys again, I was watching a video about the man that literally can't die.
The man that
from X-Men. His name is Darwin.
I don't.
That name actually sounds familiar.
Yeah, he literally adapts to any situation he's in.
Oh wow, that legit makes him legitly impossible to die, because a way that will kill him, he can just adapt around it.
Yeah, he does. Essentially, they put him on a team, on an X-Men team, to defeat Hulk. And literally, his genes, essentially, so what makes him a mutant, made him to where he teleports himself very far away from Hulk, like literally to survive. So his genes are literally more of a burden than helping him.
Dang. That's insane.
You would think it would make him OP to fight, but in reality, it just makes him OP to survive.
Yeah, he's legit the true epitome of survival of the fittest, because he just survives.
That's it. But the sad thing is that in the movies, he's the first one to die.
Oh, the irony.
And everybody's mad about that, because he literally can't die. But Fox made it to where he dies.
I mean, it's probably maybe because let's be real. I think at some point in the line where there's so many events where he should die, people will probably get tired of him and be like, dude, just let it happen. Like, it just, at the point, it would be like Final Destination, just let it happen. Though he can't die, it's just like, let it, please. Because it would be a running gag for like too many movies. Like, sometimes running gags in movies are annoying.
No, but that's the thing. He's only in the comics. He's only in the comics. It's the first time he ever appeared. That's when he dies. Literally the first person to die.
He can't adapt because there was no other. There was no other way.
The thing is that they were just trying to show how powerful the villain is.
I mean, I get it, but it's like, it is what it is.
Yeah, and then like, it also follows the fact that, how black people die first. And he gets backlash from that. Like, it wasn't even in purpose at all. I don't think any movies does in purpose, except a comedic one, but
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna get canceled from our first podcast.
What?
Oh my god. But it's interesting how you mentioned that like people like die first in movies, and like lately I have not seen movies that do it like that. Like lately I've just seen a bunch of like Hispanic people die first in movies. I've seen white people die Hispanic. White people die first. White women die first. Like lately I have not seen a movie where that trend has happened. Like a lot of movies. So I think like people are just trying to like diversify from that.
Yeah, because
Like,
it was a very
situation.
common thing back then.
Yeah, it was a very common thing back then. Like I can name like 10 movies off the spot right now that did that. I'm not going to because that's too much work. But the point is, like it's happened a lot. And so like now that seeing movies where that trend is just off of that, it's like it's very interesting to appreciate that the times have changed to an extent. To an extent, I'm going to word that better. To an extent.
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing is,
I have 23 more days and 20 hours with 27 minutes for Outriders.
for what?
For Outriders.
For Outriders?
Yeah, he pre-ordered it.
Yes, sir.
Well, you can pre-order it?
Sir.
You can pre-order it, yeah.
I thought that wasn't an option because I literally, you know, when you go to the game, the demo, and he says like, "Oh yeah, you can go buy the game," but the PlayStation's like, "No, it's not here yet."
Well, I mean, maybe it wasn't then when you checked, but like,
it was today.
You know what? I don't know anything. Okay, I think I am a genius.
Low key.
Low key, not.
Oh, too.
But yeah, like Outriders is very fun. Like, I enjoy the Pyromancer class. I just think it's hilarious. Every character that I've named, I've only done like 3 characters so far, but I've done like a beautifully iconic name. Like, what's it called? Let's be real. My Trickster. If you can guess what my Trickster's name is, you're just it's golden.
Joker.
Oh, how'd you know? How'd you know?
I don't know, man. It seems kind of obvious.
Did I tell you this?
Probably.
Probably. Okay. This rock class. Like, let's be real. I made into a chick, and it's just like, you know what? Toph. Like that was it.
I remember. I actually guessed that one first try.
It had to be. Who else would it be? What other Earth person is a chick that you can think about?
An Earth chick. I would like if it was the guy. Of course, you would name him Dwayne.
I would not name him Dwayne. That's too simple.
I would give him Dwayne. I would.
I would name him Dwayne. At least you're honest, Silent. At least you're honest.
I mean, my class is I forget what the name of it is, but yeah, it's the one with the turrets.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to name that one, to be honest.
I don't know, just plague seems to fit, but at the same time, he just right now I freeze everything.
Yeah, like we were playing today, trying to get a legendary weapon, and I just turn the corner every second, and something's freezing, and then I just set them on fire. So it's like it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I like about my class. Like, as long as I'm shooting or my bullets are hitting an enemy, I'm constantly healing. And then there's my turret, just freezing everything. And while they're frozen, I've noticed that I do more damage while they're frozen. I don't know if it's an actual thing, or it's because I'm closer, but either way, I'm doing more damage.
Honestly, that's pretty impressive. So how do you feel about your class, Silent, in Outriders?
I have no clue, if I'm being honest. I'm
like
the feel of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's all good. I mean, you know, you got the blade and teleport right behind them, and you know. So I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but you know, just the
Assassin's Creed style.
What?
The Assassin's Creed style, like you know how you just go behind them and hit them.
Yeah. Yeah,
it really gives you that silent assassin feel, if you know what I mean. No. Yeah, the only classes I have completed was the Pyromancer and your class, Silent. And like, I think it was cool. It's just not The only thing I really truly enjoyed about it, because like the teleportation is neat. I didn't like the blade. The blade is like too. I know it does damage, but it's just. But I really liked the field when it slows down time, because the bullets freezing and going to slow is comedic. And especially with the combination of like setting them on fire to the move for the pirates who they're about to blow up, and they blow up in slow motion. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, talking about blowing up. I saw that you make the enemies literally like when they're in flames. I think it's either they're while they're in flames, or that's when they die while in flames, that they start floating up with their arms straight out, like they're on the cross, and like explode and make like a pool of lava.
Yeah. Okay. So the explosion part when they go up and do that arm thing, that's an actual ability where if they lose their life by the end of it, they actually blow up and an area does damage to a bit. But the pool of lava is actually a mod by one of the armor pieces that add that effect of the pool of lava, and if anybody in it will get burned. So like that part's just a mod. Yeah, I walked through it and like I get burned as well, which is ironic because I'm the fire guy.
That's interesting. I mean, all my armor pieces, they either increase the damage of my ability or they reduce the cooldown.
Yeah, at some point they do like really cool stuff, and like when I saw that one, like I was on because I was grinding with my brother the night before to try to get my own legendary weapon, and I got that one, and I literally sounded super excited like a kid. And he was like, "Oh, it's nice to know your excited voice, because like the whole time you were doing this, you didn't sound excited at all, but like that you sounded genuinely happy." And I was like, "Okay, thanks, man. Don't call me out like that."
Hey man, sometimes when you know you have something good, you gotta can't control it.
I enjoyed that, and especially since the field of lava around actually looks dope, like it's impressive. But I just want to talk about how my brother on this demo has 4 legendary weapons. 4.
2 in one day.
Yeah, 2 in one day, and that's insane. And it's even more hilarious because the good thing about the demo is everything carries over. So the money you gain, the iron you collect, the weapons you collected. So he has those guns in the base game. In the base game, he can use those guns, and that's iconic. And some of them are dope design, some of them are just pretty impressive, but like I'm trying to think real quick. So the first one he got was a pump action shotgun, which, okay, that's neat. Shotguns are cool. They're not my favorite kind of gun. The next one he got was a rifle, which obviously not my specialty either. And then he gets a light machine gun, which, okay, that's dope. And then the saddest thing, because it hurt, because he got an assault rifle, and that is my favorite kind of gun, and he got it. And I was devastated. Like, I saw that, and I was like, just put me out of my misery already, please.
Dude, which one's the one that fires some lightning?
I think it was the assault rifle.
Oh, that's crazy.
And it made
it was.
Yes, Silent?
What?
We were talking about how my brother got 4 legendary guns.
Oh no, yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. And so like the assault rifle is the one that shoots lightning, and the beautiful thing about it is the assault rifle might not be his favorite kind of gun, but he does love the lightning element, like in general, and so he's like just popping off with that gun all the time now.
Yeah, this whole thing reminds me of Avengers.
Avengers?
Yeah.
In what regards?
Like the grinding aspect and the things that you keep.
Oh yeah, that's just a lot of aspects of MMOs. Like, well, not MMO, but like RPGs in general. That's what I mean. Because like, usually in aspects, you gotta grind to get the perfect kind of weapon, and even if you get the weapon you want, you have to probably grind for it again to be this perfect stats in the form of aspect for the ability you want. It's just how it is. RPGs are essentially grinding in every way possible.
Oh yeah. There's only one game I really grinded that much, and it's Warframe.
Yeah, Warframe is a good game. It's just sad that, like, I like it and I can get into it, but it's like, it's just not me. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you ever played a game that you like enjoyed and you want to enjoy badly, but it's just like not for you?
Yeah, that's me right now. Like, I enjoy
What
the
game?
game, but it's like, it's like there's these games that are grindy,
Mhm.
but there are also games that are too grindy. Like for
And-
example, COD. Like I only play every now and then, and to go through the battle pass thing, you literally have to grind the game. I'm like, this is too much work. Like, I want to play other games.
Yeah, I'm really glad. Like, I never really got into Call of Duty because, like, don't get me wrong, it's cool, but gun games have never really been my specialty or like my fascination. The games that are gun games where they do have like the MMO aspect, I'm like, I'm for it. I'm down. Let's go. But like, if it wasn't for the RPG aspect, I probably wouldn't really like the gun games that I have now.
Right.
Talk about gun games. How about Risk of Rain?
Risk of Rain's not necessarily a gun game. I mean, yeah, they have like guns, but like, I wouldn't call it a gun game.
I mean,
Like,
it's a third-person shooter.
I mean, yeah, but like,
Shooter.
I mean, yes, but like,
Shooter.
can you, like, for example, Portal is obviously they're called Portal guns, but is Portal really a shooter game? I actually don't know. I'm actually asking this. Like, yeah, they're like,
it's a first-person shooter.
well, yeah, I know, but like, do you really shoot in that game besides the Portal gun?
Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
in a way, yes.
Oh, you actually do shoot
Not-
in that game?
yeah, I mean, you shoot the portals, but you're not really.
Or like,
Actually,
like-
yeah, the portal gun, you suck seeing things and you can throw it at enemies, which is almost like a first-person shooter.
you know what? I don't know, because I've never actually played Portal, so
I've never seen a gameplay about it, but I somehow know that.
okay, Fireball, you just know things. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll ask you how to pay my taxes when I'm older.
Alright, right. Got you. Personal assistant
Oh,
right
wait,
here.
pay taxes? Who does that anymore?
Are you serious?
Wait a minute. Something's wrong here.
How y'all
That
doing?
is such.
Y'all doing good? Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, can you pay for my tax, George? No, yeah. Okay, so. Get a red balloon, George.
He drags in Georgie into the sewers. He's like, "Hey man, you wanna pay for my taxes real quick?"
I don't even pay my own. We talking-
Okay, so speaking of like, since we were talking about just Georgie right now, have y'all seen It, the movies?
Not the second one, but I have seen the. Like,
You haven't seen the second one?
I've seen the
I have
first one though.
The first one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are we talking about like the newer first one, or are we talking like the
No.
original?
The
Wait,
original.
Oh, because I've seen all of the movies. And so it's hilarious how. Because, like, let's be real, back then, people thought that was scary, the original It. But, like, when you watch it now, like, no lie, I watched that and I was laughing at it.
Oh,
I was
no.
like,
How would you feel about, you know how the movies are right now, the scary ones?
Mhm.
How would you feel if people from the past saw that?
they'd probably be traumatized. Because, like,
Pretty much.
the effects, obviously, from then to now, it's night and day. It's night and day. There's, like, you will literally. It's unfathomable how the difference between then and now would be. And they would probably get heart attacks. I think it's, like, that genuine. How can it look so realistic? Like, that's just how I feel.
No, they probably think it's probably like you will not be able to convince them it's fake.
Exactly. That's definitely how it'd be like. Like, us as people, as a society, have grown so much, and like many things, and the creation of art in movies is no exception. There's no limit.
I wouldn't say there's no limit.
If the people, I don't think there's no limit.
Fourth dimension.
Like, yeah, I think people will eventually get there one day.
Fourth dimension? Like literally time itself?
Give it time.
Oh yeah, I mean, give it time.
Like, let's be like, there was this meme a while back, it involving the Avengers Endgame. Obviously, I don't remember when Iron Man and Spider-Man were created, but like all the way back then. But it was talking about how like if you could go into the past and tell someone Spider-Man was holding on to Mjolnir, flying across the map, and then landing on a Pegasus flying through the sky, would you believe that? Would you believe that many years back?
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean?
No one would say that would happen in a movie.
Yeah,
Back then.
I would just say he's following Pro Jackson too.
Okay, you're not getting the point. What I mean, the point I mean is like back then, like you know how it would look realistic, blah blah. Back then, no one would be like, "Yeah, I could see that happening," because there's no way that could happen because it's just
Like-
that.
They would probably think of it, like they would believe it would happen, right? But probably in their style, like the old costumes and all that.
I don't
But-
even think they would find a way to make it happen though, like in a movie.
Well, they would with a lot of ropes, but not thin ones, like literally visible ones, and like old clothing thing.
Nah, I don't.
No, I'm saying that's how they would picture it.
But like, I'm not talking about like them picturing. I'm talking about like them putting it into the movie aesthetic, like happening, like recording. I don't think they would have the production or all that to make it work.
They will give up. Like literally, it's not possible.
Genuinely, like it just doesn't work that way. Which, don't get me wrong, that scene, like let's be real, that scene was iconic, wasn't it? The Spider-Man holding on to
The part that I really liked about where Spider-Man was in that was when he activated his kill.
Insta-kill?
thing. Yeah, the insta-kill.
Yeah, that was a nice callback from his Homecoming movie.
Yeah,
Where
when
is
he
it?
accidentally got it, like called it. He's like, no.
Yeah, it was a great part. What were you saying, Silent?
About what?
You said something, and then like Fireball's
Yeah.
voice dominated over yours.
No, I just said, yeah, that they added that on the Infinity War. Or I mean Endgame.
Yeah, I was say like you don't want to get flamed. People were gonna be like, "Oh, Silent Assassin! It was actually Endgame." For your information.
Yeah, well, you can say it.
I mean, you offering
I mean, a lot, no,
I
but
mean, how long have you been doing this?
for a little over 2 minutes.
Well, if it's more than 30 minutes, I kind of want to get a good sleep.
I mean, yeah, if y'all want to like end off now, that is fine.
Well, all right, boys and girls, this is gonna be it for this stream. It's already late, so it's like 10 minutes till 2, and well, my boy got to sleep.
So yeah, if you enjoyed this podcast, we will probably do more of this. I will figure out how to split it amongst the channels and all that. And yeah, if you enjoy it, check out Silent Assassin's channel. And where can they find you, Fireball?
For now, I'll just Twitch, but I've never stream, but I will soon. Soon I'll stream again.
And yeah, you already know where to find me on the OmegaBeast channel. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next podcast.
See ya.
See ya.